first time, Mr. and Mrs. Fitzpatrick.
Hello.
Hi.
I'd like to thank our special guest here who came all the way from Chicago for this wedding, Tracy. And we had some condolences from my auntie Hazel, who couldn't make it. She always makes it to these events. And we wish her all the best with her sickness. Thanks very much for Jane and Steve for coming down, and all our guests from Monterey, friends. And a big thanks for Dorothy, for all the organisation she's put into this. She's our checklist signing off every day on the countdown for this event. And she's made it the event it is. And she stoked us into getting this tent up on Thursday. And thanks very much for Steve for coming up and helping us. Without your help, we wouldn't have got this jolly tent up. It was a major event. I'll say a couple of words about Ross. Ross is the athlete in our family. I described Rob, in his wedding, has been a sportsman in our family. But Ross, first of all, we used to go to these camps, and we went to a camp up in the Bay of Islands, and they had these races in New Year, and I remember the races there, and this guy was sort of striding out about 2 or 3 yards in front of everybody else, and Ross, he had a natural ability to run, and during his years at Whangarei High, Whangarei Boys High, he created a lot of records there in the athletic division. And he played rugby for the first 15 over there. Also, he carried through his athletics through the university, and he represented New Zealand in the Oceania Games, winning a bronze medal there. After that, he worked in Whangarei for a while, but he felt the tug of his homeland, Jamaica, and he wanted to go back and work over there. So much to our regret, he did leave, and he spent about 11 years over there, and he got some more qualifications in IT and worked in internet banking, and then he decided to come back to New Zealand, and with a bride as well. So we're very pleased that we can have a wedding back here on our orchard at home here in Sutton. We thank you very much for that, and Kimona for coming out. Let's raise a drink to Ross and Kimona. Ross and Kimona.
I'm the hidden sister they keep adding because I am very out there, and she's the one representing. Always has a very calm head, a very tender, giving heart. I think of all the times us growing up. I'm the oldest of the kids, and she was always just very neat, always well put together, always had her head on her body. She always thinks things through. I'm the one who I'm always out there. I just talk a lot, and I just keep going, and she's like, okay, all right, I think we need to do this, and this, and this, and then, wait, no, I didn't like this. We got to start this over. And I'm looking like, wait, which one of us is older here? And she's just a delight to have as my sister, and I am just so proud of her. And I know that our mom's not here, but I can just think of her right now, and I know that she's just so proud to have us as her daughters, and she's especially, I always felt like she loved her more. Put that out there. This pleases me a little bit, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll share one memory that I have that is the most, I think of it all the time. Us growing up, I was always the fattest one. And I always try to fit in their clothes. And she never liked it. And I would wear their clothes all the time because we have we have a cousin. And so I was the fattest, so I would wear their clothes and they would hide them. And then, I would find it somehow and I would wear it. And then I would fold it back up and put it up. And then she'd come running out like, why did you wear my stuff? You stretch it out. But, we were just a wonderful, loving family. And I am just so delighted to have a wonderful sister like this. And Ross, welcome to the family. We love you so much. And please take care of her because I'm only a plane flight away. Cheers to Kimona and Ross.
My brother and sister, thank you for coming up as well. As most of you know, I've been living in Jamaica for the last 14 years and haven't had too much time to spend with Robert and Julia, Mum and Dad, but I appreciate the time I have with them now, and it's good to see them. Thank you for coming. Good to see you. I'd just like to thank, I have a good friend of mine who's in Florida, Marlon, who couldn't make it. He was a really close friend of mine when I was in Jamaica for all those years. Part of the reason why I stayed over there for so long is I had a friend I could go up and visit and hang out with, and if he wasn't there, I probably wouldn't have met Simona. So thank you, Marlon.
We love Marlon.
Mum and Dad, thank you very much for my upbringing. I've been told throughout my life when I was little and even at high school and stuff that I've been a quiet and polite person, and that's a testament to the way that you both brought me up. So thank you very much for that. And also thank you for being patient. Richie's been 40 odd years and you're waiting for me to get married. And finally, so thank you for that. And Mum, I have to give you a special thanks for the wedding planning. You've been fantastic beyond belief. None of this would have happened without Mum. I've sort of been standing back and letting Mum and Kimona do most of the organising, and this wouldn't have happened without a doubt without Mum's organisation and meticulous skills. So thank you very much. Thanks a lot. To the bridesmaids, thank you very much for all the hard work you put in setting up the venue. And Doreen, thank you very much for coming over. I know Kimona appreciated a lot having you come over and support her on a special day. You both look very beautiful and second only to my wife, so and the mum was the chief wedding planner, the chief wedding Santa. She had a lot of hard-working owls with her. I'd like to give a quick thank you to those people. So Stephen and Judy, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Judy and Stephen with helping direct the tent. We missed one of the steps in the guide to set it up, and Stephen came up with a good workaround to get it going. So thanks a lot, Steve. And Serene, as I mentioned with the bridesmaids, thank you for the help that you've had with us. And my sister-in-law, Alicia, she helped a lot with the little gift bags and helping to set up yesterday. So thank you, Alicia. The two couples that have left, not the couple, but the two people who have left, Larry and Lorraine, friends of ours who are also Jamaican. Larry provided some of the Jamaican cocktail patties that we had, so I'd like to thank him as well. And to my best man, thanks for being a great mate all these years. Leon and we've known each other since third form at high school. We're both, I transferred to Boyside from another part of Whangarei, and Leon came up from Rotorua, so we're both new to Whangarei Boyside, and we're in the same class, and our friendship started from there. And we kept in touch all these years. It's been great. And Leon's beautiful daughters were the Flower Girls. And you know, Leon's oldest daughter's almost 9 now. Coming up 9. So he's been 9 years away. He's been seeing me having all this free time, and he's been going through the tribulations of parenthood, and his only solace really has been saying, well, when your time comes, Fitzy, I can sit back and watch you go through what I've been through after all these years. But I have some news for him. When my time comes, and at 3 o'clock in the morning when because we're expecting twins, and when my time comes to be waking up in the morning, it's not Mum I'm going to be calling, it's you. You have to take it there. How do I do this? And how do I do that? And to Kimona, we both worked at a bank in Jamaica, Scotia Bank, and that's where we first met. When she was there, I was there before she came, and she came with a new batch of people one time, and I saw this very beautiful girl walking around and couldn't smile much in those days, and I sort of made it my mission to try and get her to smile. I'd walk up to her and try and talk to her and smile and laugh, and she'd just smile and shake her head and nod, and I thought I was getting through to her. I need to realise a few years later she told me that she couldn't understand what I was saying this one day. But I thick Kiwi accent, so she was smiling and nodding and didn't know what else to say. I'm eternally grateful for you for giving up, well, not giving up, but for relocating from Jamaica to New Zealand, giving up your life and your family that you're close by there, and starting over a new life with me. You have to be very brave to do something like that, and I'm very grateful, very grateful for it. The first time that I knew that Kimona was the one for me was one Christmas we went out to her auntie's place out in St. Thomas, and for Christmas, and she was there with her aunt who's blind, so she needed a lot of help, and Kimona was there helping her out and doing her hair, and I was in the living room and they were out on the porch, and Kimona was doing her hair, and they were laughing and sharing jokes together, and I was just standing back watching, and I saw the joy in your face, and the joy in your laughter, and I just thought you're a very caring person, and someone that I'd like to want to spend the rest of my life with. So that was the moment that tied the deal for me. And so thank you for saying yes and not just nodding and saying yes. And gee, thank you very much. Love you very much.
The groom. Righty ho, now I was about to thank the caterers for a very, very lovely dinner, but I think I just heard their van mate, so I'll thank Mr. and Mrs. Patrick for that lovely meal anyway. Now, part of my role as the best man is to reply on behalf of the bridesmaids, and I would just like to pass comment on the bridesmaids. We were working it out myself in time. When I first met Julia, or when I first met Ross, I think Julia was 4. And oh, what a woman she has become. Thank you. It's been fantastic to meet you as well, Shereen. And I've got to say, the bridesmaids have looked stunning today. Only eclipsed, as Ross said, by the bride. So, I think that's been wonderful. I'd also like to, before I get into the guts of it, I'd like to congratulate Dorothy and Keith on the venue.
Gorgeous.
The orchard looks fantastic. This setup is fantastic. It's such a wonderful place to be. Really, really is just such a neat place to have a wedding, and it's got that homely feeling about it. It's just perfect. And while I'm congratulating you, I thought I'd take the chance to congratulate you on your family as well. We've got one example of it here, but you've got 2 other grown children. They're a testament to you guys, and obviously all the hard work has paid off, and I congratulate you on your family. Right, it was with not a little bit of excitement that I realised I'd had the opportunity to and Ross's wedding.
Come on, tell us more.
Oh, the tales of the Black Towel. Because as he alluded to, I have known Ross for more than a quarter of a century now, and it just freaks me out that we're getting that old. It was 1986 in the 3rd form.
80 what?
1986. Kimona, you can do the maths now. We were 13. We were 2 dots of boys in a 1,000-boy school, trying to get in. And as he pointed to, I think the fact that we'd both come from somewhere out of town meant that we might be drawn together. There were a couple of other reasons when I think back why I may have been drawn to Ross. And the first one I think was that he was the only guy in our class that had a beard that would have made a 50-year-old sailor go. This man shaved twice a day in the 3rd. course, the other reason, and Ross alluded to it as well, the other reason I really liked Ross was that he didn't like to talk much, and I did. So I got 95% of the airtime, and that was a really good partnership as far as I could see. So, yes, we became very good friends, and over those intervening years, there's been lots of laughs, there's been lots of immature, boyish rivalry, and there has been lots of adventures as well. And on thinking of those adventures and tales, I thought, well, I'd have to apply a filter here because there are some tales that a mother doesn't want to hear. And so I thought long and hard on it, and as I was thinking about everything I know about Ross, a theme started to develop for me. And I thought, oh, okay, I'll go with that. And the theme for me is my relationship with Ross. There seems to have been a fair bit of waiting. Now, back in the old days, the waiting was good. As Keith said, Ross was crazily fast at school. It was a wonder to behold him when we had the athletic races. He was, no one knew about him then, but he was the Usain Bolt of Whangarei Boys High. He would cross the finish line looking like he had just gone out for a jog, and the rest of us would be gasping along behind. So he was fast, and we saw this, and he wasn't initially interested in rugby, but we thought, oh, look at that, we need that on the field, and we got Ross involved in rugby in about the 6th form, I think it was, quite a late starter to it. And we were by no means expert, but when we did manage to get the ball out to Fitzy on the wing, I would stop running and wait, because I knew that basically once he got the ball, he was going to put it on the line at the other end. I can honestly say I never saw anyone catch him once he got the ball. He would go all the way. So that was pleasurable waiting. And unfortunately that was the last of the easy stuff. Over that time and in the years following, there was